Hello there boys and girls, my name is Pulverizers and welcome to my Clue Scroll Ironman series Hound Hunt, where the aim is extremely simple: obtain the bloodhound pet, starting on a fresh level 3 Ironman account. We've made an absolute ton of progress on the series already and have had some pretty crazy moments so far, so if you fancy it, I'd love to have you join me on the journey. But as always guys, sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy today's episode.
So just in case you missed the previous episode of Hound Hunt, we continue cracking open as many master clues as possible and finally reached 100 in total, meaning we unlock the third Clue Scroll Master reward on the account, with that being the Scroll Sack. And also, right at the end of the episode, we finally managed to receive ourselves another Mimic, and on only 9 Mimic KC, we picked ourselves up our second piece of Third Age on the account by receiving the Ring of Third Age. And so, like I mentioned at the end of the previous episode, to kick off today's video, we are going to be partaking in my Spring Bingo event, which is going to last for the next 10 days. And if you guys haven't ever come across a RuneScape bingo before, let me give you a quick rundown of our event. So essentially, all of the competitors are split off into balanced teams with the goal of ticking off tiles and acquiring as many points as possible. And the top 3 teams with the most points after the 10 days wins themselves a share of the 1 billion GP prize pool. But before we do crack on with the event, I did just want to give a quick heads up that we do plan on doing more of these bingo events every 3 months or so. So if this is something that you might be interested in joining in the future, then feel free to join my Discord. Or if you just fancy joining anyway and making some new friends, then I will leave a link down below in the description to the server. But anyway, let's begin the bingo. So to officially start the event, I thought it would be pretty fitting to light one of the fire pits as a sort of ceremonial way to kick off the competition. And I'm not going to lie here guys, I was hoping that throughout the bingo I would have gathered enough clips to make an entire episode around the event. However, as you guys will soon see, my luck was absolutely rotten over the next 10 days. So my initial plan going into the competition was to try and knock out the Gauntlet tile for my team, which required me to obtain any 3 seeds, so either the weapon or the armor. However, at the same time, I'd hopefully be obtaining quite a few elite clues, which I could trade in for masters to try and tick off the Mimic tile as well. And also, I'd have a pretty good chance of snagging myself the Blade of Seldor, as we are now approaching the drop rate for it. And it would be a pretty good upgrade over the Tentacle Whip when I start learning the Theatre of Blood. And finally, and I guess most importantly, the Corrupted Gauntlet is actually one of my favourite pieces of content in the game. However, like I did allude to before, my enjoyment was pretty short-lived, as after chest after chest after chest of nothing, we worked our way up to 400 total KC without seeing a single seed, with it being a 1 in 25 chance to see either of them. But finally, after about 60 completions into the competition, we did pick ourselves up our first seed, and luckily enough, it was actually a Crystal Armor seed, meaning that we'd finally completed full Crystal Armor on the account. And then only 15 chests later, I did manage to grab yet another armor seed on 416 KC, so all that I needed now was 1 more seed and I could move on to work on some other tiles. However, as you can see in this next clip, that is 500 Corrupted Gauntlet KC in total, which means that I went another 2 full days without seeing any seeds at all. But then finally, on day 5 of the competition, well actually, I think it'd probably be easier to show you guys my live reaction. Oh, where am I going? I hate when it's this low. There's so much pressure when it's this low as well. I hate when it's... Okay, that should be dead, please. Is he gone? Oh! Just die. There we go, good. Whew. Plank. Nope, no plank in here. Honestly, my hand is starting to cramp a little bit again. Alrighty, come on, please. Please, just give me something. Please end my suffering. I have not had anything for so long. I'm begging. Please, game. Yes, he's done it! He's done it! We're free! He's done it! He's done it! It's the armor seed as well. He's done it. Oh, finally. We can leave. We're finally done. Alright, let's get the screenshot. Let's not mess up the screenshot. Honestly, guys, that is probably the most relieving drop that I've ever had on this game before. 5 days into my own bingo event, and I finally managed to tick off a tile for my team. And also, like I said, we did manage to grab full crystal from that first armor seed as well. But unfortunately, we are now over 100 Corrupted Gauntlet KC dry of the blade. But on the positive side, we did pick ourselves up quite a few elites from all of those Gauntlet runs. These are going to be the first clues of the next episode as well. And yeah, we are mid-bingo right now. One of the tiles is to get ourselves a Mimic. So I'm praying that one of these is a Mimic. First off, no Mimics there. That is really bad, actually. 500 soul runes from a master clue. Is that a triple drop or is that a double drop? Either way, that is a lot of soul runes. And next up... Oh, no Mimics, unfortunately. No pets either. There is a pet tile as well. So no bloodhounds, no Mimics in these ones. Again, that was not really the best 2 clues to kick off the episode with. More death runes, bit of cash, but yeah, once again, not worth the milk whatsoever. But yeah, we are on the lookout for either the pet. I would not say no to the pet, or a Mimic. A Mimic would be amazing as well. Boots of Darkness, that is a unique, but isn't a new unique. Obviously, we would have got the little plug-in pop-up, but we got 64 purple sweets as well. That is 500k. I thought that was the boots that are worth something there, but no, 519k in purple sweets, but that is a unique. And lastly, it is... Oh, very nice. An obsidian cape R. Now, that is new. I would take that. I mean, I don't think I'll use it anywhere. Maybe earlier into the account, this would be pretty useful. But, I mean, it is a new unique. Another 1.6 mil to the bank there. Yeah, lovely bit of fashionscape as well. Not too bad, actually. Pretty decent clues there. So even though we did manage to pick up a new Master Clue unique, unfortunately, we didn't get the Mimic for the bingo. But luckily enough, my team did tick off that tile a little later in the event. But anyway, next up, I did decide to try my luck over at Serb for the Smouldering Stone Tile. And after picking up both an Eternal Crystal and also another Primordial Crystal, once again, another member of my team did knock out that tile, luckily. And I also gave Callisto a go for the Dragon Pick tile, but I only received the Dragon 2H in the end. And I also fancy giving Bandos Goldballs a go too for the chest or the legs. But in the process, I actually only picked up another Bandos Hilt, which was actually quite annoying because it is quite a bit rarer than either of the armor pieces. So the majority of the rest of my bingo time was spent grinding Zulrah, where I only needed to pick up the Tanz Fang to complete the tile, as my team had already grabbed the Magic Fang. But of course, in the 700 odd KC that I did knock out, I literally managed to pick up every single unique except for the Tanz Fang. But to be fair, I did restock on over 100,000 Zulrah scales, which should hopefully last me a good few months before I have to go back to the snake. But all in all, guys, despite my awful luck, I did have a great time during the event, and in the end, my team did finish in joint 5th place, so at least we didn't come in last. But yeah, a massive shout out to everyone that got involved and made it such an amazing event. But anyway, to end it off, I did have a few more Master Caskets saved up to wrap the bingo up. So yeah, we have just wrapped up the bingo. It has been an amazing 10 days. I think everyone's had a really good time. And to celebrate, we do have 2 more Master Clues. I mean, if we got the Bloodhound here, it'd be pretty fitting. I mean... Oh my god, I thought I got it then. To be fair though, Orchestral Ornament Kit, that is new. Every time I see this pop up, I think I get the Bloodhound, but that's actually pretty sick. I'm not actually the biggest fan. I'm gonna go pull it out of the bank real quick. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but at least it is new. We have had 3 tormented ornament kits now, but that's a decent bit of money as well. So if I whack it on the torture there. Yeah, not the biggest fan of it. I do like the Anguish and the Tormented Brace one a lot more, but you know what, I'll take it. It is new. All right, last one is gonna be... Oh my, what is going on with uniques here? Oh my god, we got an Obsidian Cape R, which we got before, and we also got another pair of Half Moon Spectacles. I mean, that's 3 uniques in 2 clues there. That's a lot of money right there. That was what, like, nearly, yeah, like 7 mil in clues. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So with the bingo event all wrapped up, my full focus for the remainder of today's episode is to acquire everything that I'm missing to start learning the Theatre of Blood, with the last remaining items that I need, first off being the Occult Necklace, and I'm actually now only 200k Slayer XP off of level 93. Next up is going to be the Crystal Halley, which I do need to knock out the Western Province's Hard Diary first before I can obtain it. And then finally, full Elite Void, which should probably take me about 15 hours of pest control for the full set. Out of the 3, I think I'm going to start off by knocking out the Occult Necklace first and save both the Diary and Pest Control grinds till after, because as you can imagine, I'm not the biggest fan of either. But before we start hunting the Occult, I do need to quickly knock out a few more Slayer tasks for the last little bit of XP that I need for level 93. And in true me fashion, I've only got to miss the bloody level, but there it is finally, level 93 Slayer coming in. And this is something that I definitely should have gotten at this stage of my account, but hey, better late than never, I guess. So all we've got to do now is get ourselves a Smoke Devil task, and then we can start hunting the Occult. Oh my god, finally, they actually exist. Literally 6 hours of point skipping and completing tasks later, and there is our first Smoke Devil task, 169 of them, which I'm praying will be enough to get the Occult. And I thought actually, whilst I'm around Shiloh Village, I might as well make myself a few Bracelets of Slaughter so I can extend the task and give myself a better chance of getting the Occult on this one, as I really don't want to have to point skip again if possible. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that'll be enough bracelets now, and I completely forgot to mention this earlier, but because once again, I do want to give myself the best chance of getting the Occult this task, I will be killing Thermi instead of the little Smoke Devils, as Thermi does have a higher chance of dropping the Occult, and you never actually know, we could lock out and grab the pet. And as I mentioned a few episodes ago now, the end goal for this account is to go through all pets after the Hound, so knocking out as many pets beforehand would be a bonus. Oh my god, so I accidentally teleported away, but there it is. There is the Occult Necklace on only 82 Thermi KC. And as happy as I am to finally get this upgrade, I'm even more happy that we got it on the very first Smoke Devil task. And I nearly forgot that we've actually had this Occult Ornament Kit lurking in the bank for a while now, and I think this one does actually look pretty sick. And so after getting the Torture Ornament Kit earlier, I think the only other Ornament Kit that I want from Master Clues now is the one for the Necklace of Anguish, so hopefully we do pick that up soon. Now with the Occult finally out of the way, I think next up I'm going to knock out the Western Province's Hard Diary for the Crystal Halley. And to be fair, I do need the diary done to upgrade my Void Top and Bottoms to Elite anyway, so I might as well get that done first. Again, I should have definitely had these done way earlier in my account, but there we go. There is the Western Province's Easy Diary done. There's the Medium Diary out of the way. And just like that, 300 chompy kills later, and there is everything that we need for the Hard Diary. So let's go and make the Crystal Halley. So at least we're actually putting one of our many weapon seeds from Gauntlet to use. But there we go. There is the Sea Halley obtained. So the only thing left to do now before we start learning TOB is to get ourselves full Elite Void, which I believe costs 1,650 pest points. So yeah, without further ado, it's off to the Void Outpost we go. I actually can't believe this, guys. I literally just spent about 20 minutes finding all of the alkaballs in my bank just to find out that you can't actually alk inside of pest control. But hey, at least we can get a few alks done waiting for the next game. Oh my god, I hate this place. But with this game done, 15 or so hours later, and that should be over 1,650 points acquired for our full Elite Void. So I'm pretty sure that we're just about to get spammed with about 10 collection log pop-ups, but with full Elite Void out of the way, that is now everything that we need to start learning the Theatre of Blood acquired on the Ironman. And honestly guys, this is something that I've been really looking forward to for a long time now, and it's going to be a really good method for Elite Clues once I get all the mechanics down. And like I said before, thanks to having the Western Province's Hard Diary done, we can upgrade both our Void top and bottom to Elite for the additional bonuses. But either way, before we do start up with the TOB grind, I reckon I'm going to knock out a few more Master Clues, as we haven't had too many in today's episode so far. This is going to be clue 115 in total. And, I mean, there are 7 things in it, but not really anything that we're after. I mean, some Wine Zazami are good, a couple Dragon items, but yeah, definitely not as good as the previous ones, that's for sure. But we've had quite a few uniques, actually, recently, so I can't be too upset. Either way, first up, a couple of Dragon items, Magic Seed, and the last one, Boots of Darkness. I think that is actually our, like, 3rd pair. I mean, to be fair, it is a unique, but yeah, once again, 3rd pair there. I mean, I'll take it. It is a unique, but yeah, not really one that we need, and not one that's going to see any use ever, so yeah, at least that's something. There we are over at the Eagle's Peak, another pretty weird location, but we thought we'd try it out. First up, we're going to get very, very boring clue, 169 Soul Runes, 2 Dragon Maces, nothing in that one. Next up, that is even worse. Deary me. Oh my god, this is not really what I wanted to see. And lastly, those have to be the worst 3 clues I've ever opened on the series. Like, what is that? That is like, what, 500k in total? Just complete garbage. No uniques again. Alright, safe to say we're never coming back to the Eagle's Peak to open some clues then. That's for sure. But either way, here we go, chilling in the TOB bank. We are just about to send our very first TOB attempt on this account. So yeah, let's see, can we get any luck before? And not really, 269k, Sarah page 4, a couple of Onyx Bolt tips. Nothing that I can bring into TOB with anyway. But yeah, nothing too great in that one. So I know that I've said before that I don't like using clips from my streams in the videos, but with me being the absolute freaking donut that I am, of course I forgot to record my first ever TOB completion on the account. And I'm not gonna lie, it did take quite a few attempts, with so many of them getting to phase 3 of Verzik, but it did feel pretty good to get the first one out of the way. And yeah, unfortunately no 1KC purple this time, but I did want to give a massive shout out to everyone for helping me learn, and also to all of the lads inside of this run for the carry. And whilst I'm learning TOB, I'm for sure going to have to pay quite a few 100Ks to buy back my items after wiping, so I thought it would be a pretty good idea to chuck 5 of my 28 Elven Signets into Death's Coffer to cover the costs. So there we go, that should pay for quite a few deaths now. Oh, and there we go, that was such a good run there, 3KC in total, and also my first Deathless TOB completion too, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I did forget to mention this earlier, but in case you guys are wondering what purples we are looking for, honestly, any drop at all would be pretty sick for my account. However, the Avernic is always going to be the thing that I want first, purely just because you use the Defender pretty much everywhere in the game, and obviously it would massively help out with the TOB runs too. So fast forward a couple of hours, and we're now up to 10 TOB KC already, or technically 11 with the story mode completed. But unfortunately, I haven't actually seen any purples yet, or received any elite clues, which I am quite sad about. But I couldn't finish up today's episode without cracking open one last master casket for you guys, so I did pay a visit over to the spider and grabbed a quick elite clue. But before we crack this clue open and wrap up the episode, I did just want to quickly plug a special 24-hour live stream that I am planning over on my Twitch channel on Saturday the 26th of June to celebrate my 1-year anniversary of streaming on Twitch. So yeah, we are going to be doing quite a lot of TOBs, a couple of mass raids, and hopefully cracking open quite a few clues as well. So yeah, if you do fancy stopping by, I'd love to see as many of you guys there as possible. But without further ado, let's see what we're going to get for the last clue of today's episode. And, okay, so a Piscarelius hood and a samurai shirt. That is 2 uniques in one, but unfortunately neither of them are actually uniques, if you get me. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that might be my 5th samurai shirt in total now, which is quite unlucky. But either way, I really do hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode of Hound Hunt, and I do apologise for the delay on the episode. I have been quite busy in real life, but I promise I'll make it up to you, as I do have a new series in the works that I think you guys are really going to like. But with all that said, boys and girls, until next time, stay safe and I'll see you very soon.